make sure we're good here. We're on the fucking airwaves here. Ladies and gentlemen, we... Let me just triple check here. I always edit this first little check out.
With the ladies and gentlemen.
All right, cool. Yeah. Triple check over. Party time for real. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ZUDECAST one-on-one. We're doing interviews here. We got KIDD SIKE here. How you doing, bro?
So with you, my G, I ain't doing nothing, just chilling, just trying to get used to all this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You were saying it's your first podcast ever?
Yes, my first podcast ever. I ain't gonna lie. I did an interview before with my friend Smalls, also my engineer, and he hooked me up with them as well. Abstract interviews as well. Yeah, and that was my first thing on camera. That I don't even like it because I was so timid and nervous. And what even talking? I was like, oh.
Was it just like a head-on, like kind of documentary style interview?
Like how this was?
No, the one you other did, the last one.
Yeah, like was it like how we like sitting across the table type shit? Like
how they recorded? What was the process like?
It was like the camera, like let's say where you are, the camera is like right there, and it was like next to each other type shit.
Okay. I feel you, that kind of vibe. Yeah. Well, shit, bro. Glad you're here on in. You hit us up, bro. You did the Google Drive docs, bro. I appreciate you. The formalities, bro. It goes a long way. Yes. And great. Stoked to have you, bro. Stoked to finally get you on. Cool, man. So you make music that, would you say it's kind of like your main thing that you're putting yourself out there with right now? Or
yes, sir. That literally is my main thing right now. Like, it's music. Like, even if I wanted to take a break, I'd be like, maybe if I write like a little hook or like a bar or something, it's like I'll still go out and do it. So that's my main thing, and I got accepted. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You mostly do vocals and stuff. Do you produce yourself, or do you have like just like a whole team you're rocking with to make your music?
I honestly don't have a whole team. I want to create a team. It's kind of hard to create a team because everybody want to be the boss, honestly. So it's like you know what I'm saying. And I don't really produce anything myself. I wanted to start producing and making beats and stuff. I bought my own beat machine, but I procrastinate. But like I kept it and shit, so I get back to that whenever I got the time. You know what I'm saying? Man.
Yeah. So how long you been like making music and putting yourself out there under KIDD SIKE?
I've been making music since I was 5, but like my grandma would be like, nah, it was way younger than that, but I can't remember that. You know what I'm saying? So all I remember is I was 5 doing that stuff. So and like how I came about my name, you say?
Yeah.
Well, with KIDD SIKE, KIDD is like how youthful I am. You know what I'm saying? The other side of my family, like, you know what I'm saying, on my father's side, we're all looking youthful type stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, how the fuck? You know what I'm saying? You 20, but you like 30, 34, 35. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But like, we're youthful, and then I'm also joyful and shit. I like to play, you know what I'm saying, play around and be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a fucking kid. Like, we gotta have our youth, you know what I'm saying? We can't just be like, I'm an adult now. Like, that's boring as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But as SIKE, that's where that shit comes from. Everybody be like, like, oh, you're so serious type shit, or motherfuckers try to read me and shit. It's just like, SIKE, motherfucker, you thought.
Yeah.
You got the wrong motherfucker, you feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But also, like, the way, it's kind of corny, but the way Logic was saying SIKE in some of his songs, I was like, oh, that shit kind of clean. Like, I don't know why, but it was fly. But I was like, I need to put that in my name or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? But later on down the line, the extra SIKE shit came apart. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. So when did you say that was? Like, what year? Like, how long are you kind of going as your name? Like, how long now?
Shit. It's been since, I don't really know, but I know the year specifically since like 2015, 16, you know what I'm saying? I just started like, you know what I'm saying, posting my shit because it started off as a gaming channel, so.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, I'm gonna just make this a music channel. So, Yeah.
What were you playing back when it was a gaming channel?
Oh my god, what was I playing?
Yeah.
Shit, man.
Were you like streaming and shit, or was it all just like kind of let's plays?
I wanted to stream, but you know the funds. Like I wanted Elgato and shit. And when I got it, it was just like, you know what I'm saying, it was on to the next type shit with like, you know, Call of Duty and shit. So I was really playing Call of Duty, Black Ops 2 and shit. You know what I'm saying? And mainly Black Ops 2 when I had my PS4, that shit was hot, man. I was a quick scoper, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you scroll down all the way to my YouTube video, to my YouTube, I still got like 3-4 quick scope videos. You can see that shit.
Hell yeah.
But it was just clips. I wasn't streaming though.
Yeah, I feel you. That's fucking cool though, you know, kind of developed into that, bro. Like multifaceted name, bro. It's more than a rap name. It's a brand and shit, you know what I mean? It's an IP, bro. That's cool though. I like the, you know, very uplifting kind of vibe, you know, you got going on here, you know, not you know, being too serious, it seems like. I was listening to some of your music on the way here too, and took a fat bong rip before I drove here. And yeah, man, I don't know, I was just getting pretty like chilled out vibes, you know. I've been like working a bunch, so I was like, all right, this is cool, like, you know, kind of like really vibe out to. What kind of like what's kind of your goal that you try to put into your music? Like what kind of tone do you try to set? Like similarly to your rap name, I assume, you know, kind of like what are the vibes, I guess.
like on some, like if somebody else had like a different agenda, like he'll make street music type shit. Well, for me, I honestly, it's just whatever I feel like, you know what I'm saying, whatever I want to make, you know what I'm saying. It's like for example, I had this girl like a while back hit me up from London, like out of nowhere on IG. Like she's like, I look for a bunch of rappers. And I feel like you'll be a perfect fit for it. You know what I'm saying? Hey. And it was like an indie rock type. You know what I'm saying? And I hopped on it and she loved it. And you know what I'm saying? She did her thing on there. I was like, okay, cool. I was like, I can get jiggy with this. You know what I'm saying? With the indie pop or country or whatever. Whoever come with me with something, I could make something out of nothing, because it's like I'm an artist, not just a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
that's cool. What was the name of that band you worked with?
No, that was a band.
Or was it just a chick, or was it someone making another song?
She just hit me up out of nowhere. I forgot her name. Like I literally would have to look it up. Like honestly, she signed and everything. Like literally. Like, I forgot her name. Like we keep in contact. I still follow her till this day. Like, I'll probably say what's up or shout her out like probably after this or whatever.
Oh yeah, dude. That's dope though. That's a dope experience, bro. I've talked to a couple other cats, and it's like, yeah, the internet is such a crazy way to like tap in with people who you'd never be friends with otherwise, you know.
Exactly. Like what the fuck? Like damn, you get all types of emails and messages and shit through there.
Yeah, it's wild. I got like one of my buddies I worked on like an art piece with, and he's like from like the UK and shit, and so it's on some fantasy like dragon shit. He like, hey, can you color this for me? It was like a crazy ass drawing of like a dude riding a dragon, and like I colored it and shit. It's cool, man. Internet's fucking a cool thing. Have you done a lot of like? Do you try to like do a lot of social media like networking? Like, what's your tactics for getting yourself out there?
I try to. Excuse me. I try to.
If you want to pull the mic up a tiny bit closer too, yeah.
Right here's good.
Oh yeah, if it won't go anymore, you're good. Yeah, never mind.
For sure. But I try to like, honestly, I try to connect as much as possible. Like, you know what I'm saying, with people, get out there and shit. But like, you know, like you said, we in a time of technology, so sometimes I just like don't like talking to people, or it be like a mixed mood type shit. Like, you know, I have a social battery, so it's like that shit you get drained. So I try to do shit through the internet, like promo and paying people to do promo, like put me on this playlist, like, you know what I'm saying, shit like that over the internet, instead of like, you know, get out there. I get out there a little bit whenever I could, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And tell motherfuckers like, but majority of the time you get that, oh, you make music, okay, all right, I'm not in it for to try to persuade you into listening.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, man, but yeah. And then also I kind of got like, I be kind of hyped, you know what I'm saying? My brain be everywhere, so I be trying to do everything at fucking once, and it be so fucking hard. And I'm like, I want to do this, and like, nah, I want to do this because it's like I want to do this. It's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? That's where a team would be good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You just can't do everything by yourself. Man.
What are some kind of things you do like for yourself when you're feeling that way, like you're feeling like real spread thin? What are some kind of things you do for yourself to kind of get some kind of focus back and like redirect like some structure back to it?
like what pretty much like how I like are you trying to say like how do I get myself like pump myself up to do so?
Yeah, like how to like get yourself out of a rut, you know, because a lot of creatives definitely find themselves kind of in a, you know, either like they're too like burnt out or they're like too kind of like stuck in the same loop of something, like hard to like break out of kind of the patterns you've made as a creative too. So just, you know, that kind of stuff, how do you like re-inspire yourself and stuff?
It's honestly hard to just like break myself out of a pattern, because it's like I be in a loop sometimes too. I ain't gonna lie. Like I'm not gonna lie. Well, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, it's easy, but that's just not easy.
It's not.
Majority of the time, I just do like self aspirations. I think that's the shit we call it. Like I believe so, because like motherfuckers like, you know, you're doing self aspirations, because like when I'm by myself, I be pumping myself up. I'm like, you know, I'm the shit, you know what I'm saying? I can do this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna stand on top of Bentley like this, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, stand on top of Bentley like this with the chain, like, yeah, we good. Like, well, I'm about to write another fucking song. Let's do it. Like, man, like, I pump myself up so quick, like, you know what I'm saying? Just doing that, or I want to do a vision board. If I had my vision board, that would have pumped me up so quick, so I could just look at my vision, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
I think letting yourself feel a lot of that raw emotion is something that's kind of like we're told is like a no in society, no. But sometimes you really do have to be like, you know, and be like, and like fucking, you know, Rocky out and shit. And it's like, you know, exercise, you know, brings that out of people too. And it's like, but I fucking definitely feel you there. You gotta like hype yourself up, you know, on a deeper level too, where you're like, no, I do know, like it's on some healing shit, you know, where it's like, you know, because you spend a lot of your day, your inner voice being like, fuck, dude, you fucked that up. Oh, you can't do that. You should have done this. You should have done that. But I don't know. I like learning how people are able to kind of calm that down and then like direct the flow of all that energy, you know, because all that energy could be like transmuted into, you know, getting shit done, you know,
and it's like done, just like, you know what I'm saying, just I don't know, it's different for other people, you know what I'm saying, so I can't, it's different for other people, but for me that's how it is, you know what I'm saying? But but I don't know, some people be like, I don't know how other people do it. I try not to be in other people's fucking business.
No, definitely. Yeah, no, I'm like, works for me. I don't know if it worked for you, but it works for me. Yeah. That's for sure. Yeah, too, I was listening to a bit of your last project on the way here. Like I was saying, dropped in 2023 last year. What was working on that like? And who was the person that I noticed there was another credit on all the songs that you collabed with for that one?
Is it my friend? It's the collaboration where we sit on the couch smoking and shit, right, with the album cover.
Let me check real quick. Let me triple check.
Real recent. That gotta be Val, right?
I think, yes, yeah, Vibe Our Way, yeah. I was feeling that, man.
That's my homeboy, Young AB. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's my homeboy right there. He cool on the motherfucking mic. Like motherfuckers be like, I don't like the way he. But I be like, bro, chill out. Listen to it a few times. It'll grow on you, and people come back like, you know what, that shit did grow on me. You right. Like I be like, bro, you critiquing them too quick. Like, give them some time. Like if I like them, you gonna like them too. So like, you feel me? That's my whole boy. Like that kind of upset me. So I have to sometimes chill out when people come to me like, you know what, you went crazy on that track. But I'm like, no, we went crazy on that track, because it's like, you know what I'm saying? We motherfucker around and like it's a duo. We came together. You know what I'm saying? On that motherfucker, it went crazy. So.
Yeah, well, I mean that's good though, that you got someone that you're pushing yourself like with, you know, like bouncing back and forth off of, because it's also like it's hard when you're putting yourself out there. I don't know how long he's been doing it or they've been doing it, but yeah, it's a, you know, it's a weird position to be in, but it's good to like have people to like be like, nah, this is a squad, bro. Like we rocking right here, you know? Yeah, I was feeling that shit. I was like, I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't even fucking talking about it. It just sounds like y'all are making music. Like what the fuck?
Bro, we really just was vibing out, making that motherfucking album. Like literally, we didn't even have a beat. He just like slide over. You know what I'm saying? Let me look for a beat, and then once he don't find it, I'm like, all right, I'm about to get out the chair and look for a beat. And you be like, nigga, you just give up. Like, you know what I'm saying? You've been there in the chair for like 20, 30 minutes. No telling how many beats you went through. But I'm like, no, we got it. We got it right here. You're like, oh yeah, that's a vibe. I'm like, yep, because I came here to work, my G.
Yeah.
So I don't want to waste your time, my time. So just like, let's do this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then also, we prolonged that album for like a fucking year, bro. So I'm like, no. We got to do this shit this year.
Yeah, yeah. It's tricky to wrangle everything together to like put a project out. I still have yet to put any music out in that capacity. So to me, I'm like, I applaud anybody that's done it, no matter what it is, too. But it's like the fucking homie vibes, the mixtape vibes are real, and I was fucking with that for sure.
Oh God, why you ain't making no music, man?
Yeah, you know, I got a half finished project. It's called Local Degenerate. There's that one. I've kind of wanted to get into making like a different genre of music though than I kind of used to, just because I haven't made music in a long time at this point. So I'm like, it'd be a good time to just kind of recontextualize a lot of stuff. I do want to finish some of my old stuff, but I'm like, I want to just start doing like top to finished songs in like just like one day. Just do it, just write something, just do like little drills almost, you know, like just short songs, like minute and a half. Don't take it too seriously, because I want to just start doing it at all, you know, because I mostly do my art. That's like my main thing that I do is I do a lot of drawing. I'm making a comic book. That's kind of like what I'm working towards, you know, mostly. So I mostly do that, and then a podcast here. And then my rap stuff is what my rap/music stuff I want to get around to in the next few years for sure.
What the fuck you doing? Like said, a comic book. You got a lot of. Drop that motherfucking. Drop that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Drop that. I'll listen to it. If it's a different type of genre, I'll listen to that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I want to start kind of mixing, like, because I like a lot of like punk rock. I like a lot of like electronic music, or like surf rock. I like too. I kind of had an idea of. Oh yeah, you know, some like surfer kind of Beach Boys vibes, like but there's like yeah, because I skateboard too, you know what I mean? So it's like all that's what I grew up on. But I was like, I think it'd be cool if there was like kind of like an electronic sounding surf rock almost kind of vibes somehow. Like that could be cool. Like make it still kind of like fast enough to skate to, but it's got like an electronic kind of sound design to it.
Damn, that sounds
like,
different. You
like,
on a different wave. Right?
Yeah, I mean, get like some kind of like what are those things? What are they called? The words like you know, like those things that it makes kind of like the alien noises. I think it's like a phrenum or something like that. I don't know.
I don't really. I gotta see it.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, basically though, yeah, it's tough to wrangle a project together. So bro, that's fucking tight. You said you just got a lot of beats like off the web and stuff, and then did you do the recording like at your house or?
Off for that album, we did it mostly at his crib. You know what I'm saying? At his home like studio. You know what I'm saying? So that's.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He did his thing on that mixing and mastering, you know what I'm saying? And then, speaking of mixing and mastering, shout out to Small Studios, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's doing his motherfucking thing, but that's my guy. He be doing his motherfucking thing. But they both be doing their motherfucking thing in actuality, what am I saying? But, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, those my folks.
Hell yeah, man. That's fucking dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it said that you were getting into too, like some modeling and some acting too. What's good with all that, man?
I'm literally trying to get into that, but every time like I try to get into it, because you know it costs fucking money. Everything costs fucking money. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, life be fucking life, and you know what I'm saying. So like I said, I want to do everything, and then motherfuckers be like, bro, you gotta stick to fucking one thing, and then let that take off, and then branch off into that other shit. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, how my mind be everywhere. I want to do every fucking thing, like, you know what I'm saying. But that take a lot out of my motherfucking energy. You know what I'm saying? To try to just. But I really want to get into modeling. I don't know where to go abroad about that. You know what I'm saying? And I would take up like, you know, small gigs to just because my family like, you should do that. You should do that. Like,
yeah,
I'm gonna do it because you guys keep telling me to do it. You know what I'm saying? And then acting. I would love to get into that too, because I kind of do like funny skits and shit on Instagram as well. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta really be on point with that shit and really like act that shit out. Like that's not just a voiceover. You really gotta be like, you know what I'm saying? Your movements gotta be on point. So it's just like, yeah. So further training and all that shit would be great, honestly.
Yeah. Where would you what would you in a perfect world, where would you want to like take that? Like how far would you like want to go with that? Would you want to like be in like a movie eventually, or like what kind of movie would you want to be in if you could take that as far as you could? Honestly,
I wouldn't mind being in like a funny movie or like a action movie a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A little bit of maybe a little bit of drama. You know what I'm saying? Because people love fucking drama.
Yeah.
They don't like fucking drama. But I don't like fucking drama. I try to avoid it, but you know what I'm saying? I try to avoid that shit. But yeah, other than that's what I mostly would do.
You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. You said you have done a few gigs at all so far yet, or nothing too much?
For acting or
for modeling, either one. Yeah.
Either or, no, I have not done none either or. I want to get into it real fucking bad. I really, except for like self shit, like, you know what I'm saying, doing it yourself.
Yeah, the indie stuff. Yeah.
But I ain't gonna lie, I don't mind doing so. Like, some people hit me up. You know how you get them fucking emails and shit in IG.
Yeah.
Come do this for me, but I do like a lot of research.
Yeah.
Before I dig in and think like, you know, come model and come do this shit for me. Like, okay. I'll go on Google, look them up and see if they real, see if they legit. Go on LinkedIn and all types of shit. And if you're not legit, like, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, this is some fake shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of that with on Instagram. You get like a lot of bots, and they're like on my art page, I get a lot where it's like, "Hi, can you commission a piece for me? I'll give you money." And I'm like, no. And like, you know, or like after I did one, and I was like, "Oh, don't worry about it." And they're like, "Oh no, but I want to pay you. Let me pay you. Give me your bank info and all this shit." And I was like, "Get the fuck out of here, bro!" Like,
your bank info, like, no,
yeah.
Gee,
It's like it was like, "What's your email? I wired you $100 on email. Now send it back to me." And it's like, shut the fuck up. Like,
somebody hit me up like 2-3 weeks ago in my email talking about, like, you know, like, because they got it through IG. So, oh my bad. It was like I want you to make a song for my jewelry company and type shit. I forgot what it's called. He said it's called Astonishing Jewelry. And I looked the shit up because at first I was digging it. I'm like, oh shit, you gonna pay me a band? I'm like, let me stop. Hold on, wait. This motherfucker ain't being articulate with his words. So I'm just like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I looked it up. It ain't shit. It exists. He said he was in New York. It don't exist.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I almost felt for that. You almost got me too. So it's like,
yeah, you think it's just old people, but damn, bro, they're evolving now, bro. The scammers are fucking finding new ways to get your fucking money, bro. It's rough.
You gotta be careful, bro. Like, literally with the motherfuckers, they'll call your ass all motherfucking day. You think make you feel important?
Yeah.
Like, damn, I'm paying the phone bill just for fucking scammers to call me all day. That's crazy.
Crazy,
but,
bro.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, but shit, I got one question for you.
Yeah, what's good?
So, like, what made you get into like making comics and shit? Because I be looking at that shit on the internet and watching videos about that shit on YouTube, just like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I'd say, I mean, I always liked comic like characters and that kind of stuff. Of course, you know, growing up, I had a lot of action figures and stuff, and I always liked writing. I was always like really creative. And like when I was a kid, I used to like make some little comic strips, like put stickers and like make stories out of the little stickers and stuff when I was like a little kid.
Sticky shit?
Yeah. Oh, or like, you know, I had like pirate stickers, and I'd like put stickers on like a piece of paper and like draw the rest of the scene around. And so I did, you know, I used to do stuff like that when I was a kid. And then in like just all through my life, I've kind of done like that stuff, and it's always like this elaborate story and all this like world building and stuff that's like going on. And that's just goes how my brain worked. I liked writing a lot growing up. And then in college, I started reading a lot of comics. Like, I actually had money to go buy actual comics, you know. So I was reading a lot of comics all the time, and then going to school. I have a degree in history, so I was studying a lot of history, reading a lot of comics, and then me and my buddies at the time kept on joking around these different ideas for like a comic world, you know, that we were gonna make or whatever. And then basically, you know, I was like, I'm really digging this. I'm like, let's start working on it. We should start drawing out designs and stuff. And like, nobody really wanted to do any work except me. And then to me, it kind of like evolved in my own thing, because I was like, oh, the writing, I just kept on coming up with more story beats and more story elements. And I was like, all right, I should probably start like because all my life, like I said, I wrote other stories, made up all stuff, but I didn't like write it down or draw the pictures. And I was like, all right, so I'm gonna start just writing it down and drawing a picture, because I wanted to make a show where like, oh, it'd be a cool show, like a cool anime. But then we're like, that's too expensive. What can you do? And I was like, well, we could try to make a comic book. And you know, it ended up just turning into my own thing, and it kind of evolved from there. And I took like some of the ideas from like older comic characters I had, like from when I was like 13. Like, one of the characters is like his whole side of it is like a horror comic. It's kind of like he has like a leather, like it's super like over the top edgy, you know, like it's
leather
like
on some motherfucking like on some Ghost Rider type shit. Like
he's got like a leather jacket and shit,
okay.
and like he has like big old demon horns, and like his face looks like a big like a tribal mask, you know, and he has like a sword and shit, and he like kills demons, but it's like that, and they're kind of like H.P. Lovecraft demons, you know, like alien like tentacles and like eyes on the fucking side of their, you know, all fucked up, and so. That was like a character I made when I was like 13. Like I've been doodling that character around since I was like 13, and I'm like a lot of those ideas have just kind of matured and into like something else. You know what I mean? Like, and so same with the ideas that, you know, my buddies had that we all spitballed around. They've all become something kind of completely different now than they were then when it was like inside jokes. But I love comics. I think the medium of comic books is super duper underrated because like there's so much you can do with it. They're so ahead of their time. I mean, Infinity Gauntlet was, you know, came out in the 80s, and it's like they just did Infinity War, the movie and shit, you know, and it's like the movies are finally catching up to the stories.
I just learned about that shit because I was like, The Boys was a comic? I thought they just made this shit. I was like, oh, hold on, wait. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm so far behind, like, you know what I'm saying? They just start catching up.
Well, and there's so much, like, they're straight up like literature. Like, I know it's kind of corny to say, and it, you know, some people might think it's corny, but it's like the level of storytelling and world building and like character development and just all this different shit, and then just plus the fact like the different things you could do with panels and with comics is it's a one of a kind medium, bro, because it's a mixture. I joked around. I was like, oh, they always say like a picture says 1,000 words. Now add 10 more, and then it's like you can really make something very powerful, you know, with very little. Yeah, and then there's just the tricks you can do with like layering panels within each other, and like there's all kinds of like philosophies about like the actual comic books. Like there's this dude Grant Morrison, and he has this basically a quantum theory he made because he's a fucking weirdo. He does like DMT all the time and stuff. He's a comic artist, and he's like basically I think that fourth dimensional creatures would look at us the way we look at like a comic book, whereas all of time exists all at once for them, so they can look throughout time any way they want, just how we can like thumb through a comic book back and forth. And yeah, homie's a trip, but I was like, that kind of makes sense if it was like a higher being, you know, like a, I don't know.
I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot to that shit, man. It's so much to it. It's like I feel like even when some motherfuckers get bored doing comic, they just like some superheroes start fucking with the art, the motherfucking, the artist that made the comics and shit, start beating up the motherfucker. I'm like, this shit getting serious. They need to make this into a movie. Like, what the fuck? I be watching all this shit on YouTube. I be like, this need to be a movie or something. Like, I didn't know there's different versions of Deadpool, different versions. I'm like, what the fuck, y'all? Like, there's a Red Hawk. I think I seen a Red Hawk before. I'm like, God damn. Like,
yeah, it gets deep. It gets deep fast. Like, it gets deep fast. I actually should have took a picture. I have a pretty fat fucking library too of like all these comics and then books and stuff. So I have a bunch of books too, but I only
got fucking 5 comics. You said a whole fucking gallery?
It's pretty big, yeah. It's like a whole wall's worth of. It's like probably like this whole section worth of comics and books. Yeah,
you got a lot of comic books. Oh my god, only got like 5, probably 7, man. I just like try to hold them for like value type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, see if they gonna go up. So, but other than that, I read them a couple times, but before that, I gotta get rid of them.
Yeah, I mean, you can go to the library and shit too, and they got like websites where you can check out, you know, like read comics online for free and stuff. And yeah, it's a cool medium. I think it really works out your brain in a way too that like you know, is really fun, and you don't realize like how much work because there's so many pictures, you don't realize that your brain is filling in the gaps between the pictures with your imagination, and so you are visualizing stuff just like you do when you're reading a book. You know, when you're reading, you have to make yourself see every word, and you're pushing the story forward yourself with your mind. Comics do that in like a less taxing way, I feel like, and I think more people should read comics because you're still reading, you know.
Oh god,
yeah.
My mom is just like in a picture, but they got words, but it's just like more picture than a little bit more.
Because your mind's still pushing it forward. You know what I mean? Your mind, whereas a TV show or like a podcast, like it's coming in. Whereas this, your mind has to push it forward to make it happen still for you to get more. So it's better for your mind.
And you reading this shit, so
yeah.
Oh god,
yeah.
That's
Yeah, I want to do a whole comic segment soon called Punching Panels, bro. You feel me? So
Punching Panels. I want to make it like a kid SIKE comic or something, like on some Boondock shit.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Like,
definitely. I know. I'm thinking about doing like a wacky kind of like autobiographical thing called the Book of Grody.
The Book of Grody.
Yeah, and it's just like a hella wacky like autobiography. Like,
what do you mean? What is the Book of Grody about?
Well, I mean, Grody's
going off so off topic, but it's like
no,
you're going in right now.
No, you're good. It was like Grody. Well, Grody's my rap name, you know, and then it'd just be kind of like because for a while I was making like a comic diary, basically almost too, where I was like recapping kind of major stuff that happened that I noticed or kind of like was a trip to me in a diary form or whatever, kind of, you know, but it was still a comic, but like it was like a journal basically of what, because then it would be like artistically stylized versions of things that happened. Like I kept on getting sleep paralysis one winter, like when I first moved into my new place. And dude, I had this crazy fucking dream because it felt like it was like I was stuck like this, and it was with my eyes closed too, so I was getting all kinds of like crazy visuals, and I felt like I was stuck like this, and it was like something had its arms like wrapped around me like that, like it felt like skin, like it felt like wrapped all like tentacles though, like that, and then it was like a veil like coming down on me like this, and then it like went to kiss me like that. And then I was like smothered and couldn't breathe and shit, you know. Yeah. And so like, yeah, and so I drew that, you know, out, and it's just like stuff like that, you know, where it's like very kind of what's it called? What do they call it? Introvert type of shit, you know. And that's what it's more like what's going on in my head. And it's like not so much what happened, or it's more so like this happened and it made me think about this, or like this happened and it made me think about this, or it's like a while back like a tree fell on this dude's Lamborghini like during a big storm, and we're like, yeah, like I don't know, I just put that in there too because it's like it's a trip. This fool's car got annihilated and I walk past it like every day for like a month, you know, because it took him a while to get out there.
Videotape me like, look at this motherfucking Lamborghini. Am I hopping that motherfucker? Fuck it, like
yeah,
he got insurance. Shit, fuck it.
Yeah, no, I like put a little part about that, but yeah, that'd be real like a like a kind of a introverted kind of a. But it's very whimsical, you know, very, like, cartoony still, lots of, like, over-the-top stuff. But it's, like, a mix of, like, funny and, like, cool kind of doper, like, trippy shit, but then also, like, kind of, you know, shit gets kind of creepy at parts, you know, or whatever, because it's, like, exemplifying, like, stress or, like, you know, when I'm not doing so well, like, with my mental, like, health, you know, I got things going on, how I feel on the inside, like, in relation to that, it's kind of depicted as, like, you know, kind of, like, creepy monsters and stuff, and, like, stuff like that, you know, how you're dealing with it, bro. And you know, that's kind of just a mix of my art.
You're a motherfucking artist, you know,
you know exactly.
Like that's I don't know, man. That's a lot of shit right there you got going on, bro. Like that's a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I consider my main thing I do my art, like for like through and through. It got me through a lot of stuff of like learning how to draw was like really like when I was like learning how to like be good at being a person, to be honest. Like I know that sounds weird, but it's like I was like, you know, learn how to like manage time and like, you know, get money and like set goals and like reach those goals and like do what it takes to like, you know, take the steps to like how to reach for something, because I was starting to want to finish college and I was learning how to draw at the same time. So I was like, all right, I'm done fucking around. I didn't pass a bunch of classes last semester. I want to get this shit done. I want to finish college. Let's fucking do this, you know? And so yeah, so to me, it's just, like, so much, like, personal growth from the time of, like, what's starting drawing and then where I'm at now. Yeah, I mean, it's just, like, looking back through my art, it's, like, a journey of just that whole kind of a period of my life. Past 10 years time, almost, bro. Yeah.
This drawing takes time. I ain't gonna lie. And it's, like you said, that shit built a character for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's, like... Only thing I did was like bubble letters and shit like that. And that's it. Fucking Cybertruck looking cars and shit. That's it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, I didn't really, you know what I'm saying, get into it. It just, like I said, my brain be every fucking weird.
Yeah.
I keep looking at your fucking necklace. Is that a nug of fucking
Yeah, it's a weed nug, yeah.
I was thinking that shit was like actually real, and I was like, damn, what the fuck? Is it real?
You know, people keep on always asking me, because some people are like, no, that's definitely real and it's epoxied. And then other people are like, oh, no, it definitely looks fake. I think it's not real but it used to look more realistic because it went through the wash. I washed it in my pants on accident one time, like because I put it in my pocket. But it used to have more detail and stuff. I would like pick at it, and I'm like, wait, stop breaking down your fucking necklace, bro. But my homie gave this to me, so it's like a good luck kind of charm there. I fucking imbued it with my own divine fucking energy and shit, bro. Oh. Are you a very spiritual person yourself?
I'm spiritual. Yes, I'm a very spiritual. I used to be like a Christian, but I kind of like, I don't know, like, because like some of the shit be watered down these days. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I don't really want to just get into that because you don't know what you're reading into. Cause the Bible rewritten and shit, and it's like, yeah, but I'm spiritual. I know that I'm spiritual. Yeah, I believe there's a God, Yahshua. You know what I'm saying? I believe in Him. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't all that other stuff. All I know is Yahshua. You know what I'm saying? All that other shit, I don't know. That's you. Like I said earlier, I don't want to get nobody business. You know what I'm saying? Keep that shit over there.
Yeah. Well, something I think that's pretty like important. I think a lot of people are realizing in this day and age too is that there are like spiritual things that apply no matter what your beliefs are. Things like self-affirmations and like manifesting stuff and like believe. It's like you can still do those kind of techniques because a lot of people say it's like some people call it like, oh, that's like real like magic, and if you believe in it, you do it, and that's what makes it work is if you believe in it. And then other people, it's like they're not even thinking about it as if it's magic. They're just like, I want this shit, I want this shit, I want this shit, I'm the best, I need this shit, I want this shit, and it works too. So it's like, I don't know, I think it's cool that there's a lot more like focus these days on like different ways to kind of like trick your brain into being the most efficient and the most chill at the same time.
Oh God,
and
efficient and chill. Honestly, speaking of chill, some people just need to be fucking chill these days. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
But like, if they need to chill the fuck out, I ain't gonna like smoke a blunt. Like that shit. I don't know. Motherfuckers, you still speak down on weed these days too. By the way, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
That shit is funny as fuck. I had to put that up in there because I'm like, motherfuckers need to chill out because on the way here, motherfuckers ain't chilling. Like on the road, motherfuckers wasn't chilling. I just wanted to say that, blurt that out because I'm like, speaking of chill.
Yeah.
It's so off topic.
No, it's it's crazy out here though, man. Like we really living in unprecedented times, and everybody's just trying to fucking survive, and also but also be like, well, I gotta live my fucking dream. I'm not gonna not,
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do something. Inflation, fucking killing everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The motherfuckers got the nerves like, yes, it's 500, 500. Nigga, like groceries. I could go do that at the grocery store, bro. You telling me to? Whatever this is 500. You think everybody getting money these days like that? Like,
yeah.
Bro, it's shit's crazy. Like, it's wild.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Still gotta chase my dreams though, like you said. I'm not even like I gotta go to the studio. I gotta, do more visuals. Honestly, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're looking to shoot more like music videos and stuff. Is that kind of goal you got going on?
Honestly, the goal right now I got going on is to drop my mixtape. Mixtape or LP, or what does he call it? I don't want to call it that. I want to call it mixtape.
EP? Like an EP?
Because I never used that term like that.
Yeah.
Kind of corny. Like, why would you call it an EP? Just call it a mixtape, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm just used to that lingo. But yeah, fucking I dropped my last Kid 3 mixtape. You know what I'm saying? So I could just focus on, like, you know what I'm saying, I could make some motherfucking money in this economy. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
And then also do more visuals as well. You know what I'm saying? So people could see me more. I know motherfuckers getting tired of like, all right, this nigga drop a lot of music, okay, but when we gonna see you, buddy? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah. That's how I feel like everybody is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when we gonna see you? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then also I need to promote that to different pages and YouTubes and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, it's a tricky game to like repurpose content. Like we were talking about a while back where like it's like Exhibit where he's like, hey dog, I heard you like content, so we're gonna put some content in your content. It's like you have to like because you could drop a mixtape and people could check it out, but then you could also like put those songs in like an Instagram post and like drop a few of those, and now it's like on the mind more often for people, and it gets tough because you have to like parse it out, like us, like we do the podcast pretty frequently, but then it's like we gotta work on getting the clips out because like more people will pass by the clips and be like, neat. That's now we're in their head, though, because we're like, we got a need out of them,
Exactly. That's like all good shit. Like, also, motherfuckers' attention span is short, too.
Yep.
even my attention span is kind of short. Like, but I try to still hang on and like, you know, be respectful of motherfuckers when they're talking and shit, because I could just really venture off and be like, damn, look at that's a nice ass plane. I wonder if that's a Boeing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, why am I even doing that? Like, oh shit, my bad. But yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why I also try to keep my music like short a little bit, because I did like a 3-minute song called Sideshow, and I noticed that it kind of take a minute to pick up a little bit, like, you know what I'm saying, to get in the hundreds or whatever, but it's like, motherfuckers not used to that shit, like 3-minute songs these days. I went to the analytics, motherfuckers was stopping the song at like 1 minute and 50 seconds. And it was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, try to keep it short for people these days, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Man,
yeah, it's a tricky game, bro, because, I mean, you know, it's easy when you're growing up to be like, oh, man, this band sold out. Oh, man, their sound changed. Oh, man, but then it's like once you start making music, I know a lot of people said this too, it's like, yeah, you start keeping in mind what's gonna hit the best, or how you get, you know, that becomes a big influence on what you even make. Like, I know other cats, they make like 90-second songs because it's like, that's like a TikTok, you know, that's like that's an Instagram reel right there. You put the whole song right there, and it's just, you know,
on some XXX type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? He make like a 90-second song, and they go like to like 10 million. Like, I'm like, damn, R&B to him, by the way. I used to listen to that nigga. That nigga crazy.
Yeah. That was a whole genre, like a whole shift in the genre too. I feel like kind of like trap screamo kind of stuff, almost kind of like had like, not because of him, but he definitely like made it real mainstream, because it was already a thing, of course, but like I feel like there was like a big kind of pivot like once he kind of came out and did what he did.
Oh god, there's a lot of motherfuckers came out and started like pretty much doing this little shit, you know what I'm saying? I got my like, yeah, I mean, I'm like, come on, bro, you can't sound like you're a clone at this point, you know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers get there by cloning sometimes, but it's like, you're not going to last if you're a clone. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be no motherfucking clone. Some people, like, you gotta ride the wave. Like, I could do it, but I'm not finna ride the wave for too fucking long, because I like to venture off and go over here in my own fucking lane and create my own fucking road. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go over here where everybody walking, because, like I said, my brain be everywhere. I want to pay my own way. I want to be able to walk my own motherfucking path. Like, this is what I do. I'm me. You know what I'm saying? I'll walk out this motherfucker with a motherfucking, what's that shit called? A fedora hat. Like, I don't care, bro. Like, I swear to God, I walk outside with a fedora hat.
You gotta do like the full pinstripe suit too,
literally,
though. Yeah,
like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'll wear like, you know what I'm saying, some pimp shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what nobody thinks. It's just, I'm being me. I like being me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But other than that, that's just it. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. I was gonna say too, if you had a chance, like, what's the most like out there idea for a music project you've had?
Like, the most ideal,
or like just, I mean, like more like kind of like most kind of weird, unique idea you've kind of thought of for a project, I guess. Like different than the rest of your other stuff, or like what people might think that you might make.
Like on some Andre 3000 shit. Like with the
yeah, exactly. If you could have your own album that's just like totally one off, what would it be like?
Yeah, no disrespect to Andre. That shit I go to sleep to that shit. That shit really helps.
Exactly.
That shit
Yeah.
helps. Like,
nah, some real shit.
Motherfuckers is gassing. I'm like, this is, you don't know. But yeah, fucking I really didn't have no out of the box ass idea or for like a project or some shit. Like, I did want to, honestly, I don't know if indie pop is an out of the box ass idea, but I wanted to do like an indie EP or whatever, because that shit be short. You know but I wanted to do that. But I don't know. Some of them beats be sounding the fucking same.
Yeah.
Sound the fucking same.
Yeah.
Like, they sound like this one over here, so I can't even.
Just like MGMT radio.
Like, bro, I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like, man. And then speaking of beats, it's like hard to find beats. Even if you're searching for the shit on YouTube or BeatStars, it don't matter. Motherfuckers is writing the trends on that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They gonna make Boss Mandilo popping, Boss Mandilo beats all day.
Yeah.
Like, bro, there's other motherfucking artists, or just make your own beat from scratch. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, this shit sound the same. I'm like, I don't even like this shit. It's like with the rappers, this shit kind of sound the same. Like, you know what I'm saying? Think outside the box. But yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, gotta fucking keep some unique. You
gotta be unique in this motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Can't be dull and plain in this motherfucker. Can't be dull and plain. Like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
You can't be dull and plain in this motherfucker. Like, yeah, even speaking of dull and plain, like, I was real timid in the studio. Like when I first went to a professional studio, like small studios, and being in front of a fucking camera is like even right now, like I'm a little comfortable now, you know what I'm saying? But being in front of a fucking camera at first is like, they be like, look up, like stop doing that. Like, oh, I'm like, oh, okay. And then with smalls, he'd be like, nope, stop, no, that was weak. Nope, do it over. Nope. And I'd be like, God damn, like it's my first time. I'm scared, bro. It's like everything's professional as shit. I'm like, wow, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you got to get used to this shit. And what I'm trying to get used to, probably like next year or something, is live performances. Like, that shit's going to bother the fuck out of me. Like, literally, everybody's looking at me. I'm like, fuck, I could fuck up on a word any minute right now. Like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to be a real challenge for me, is live performance right there. That shit's, I don't know how people do that shit, but I did it once at my auntie talent show. And that shit was scary as fuck. I ain't gonna lie, boy. Like, it's like in the hallway, feel like Eminem in the motherfucking bathroom going up. And, I'm like, shit. Like, yeah, bro. I'm like, why am I going through this 8 Mile moment right now? Like, what the fuck? Like, yo, shit's crazy. But I'm like, dude, people have to feel like this every time. Even professionals tell you, like, I feel like this all the time. It's okay, but you know, just at the end of the day, once you get up on there, you know, you've been used to it. You get up on the stage, and you do your motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, that's almost like I got an idea. I get to wear dark shades. Fuck it.
Yeah, there you go.
Get the crowd.
Yeah, just get into character, bro.
Yeah. Oh God. You know what I'm saying? That'll help tremendously.
Hell yeah. Well, we are at about 45 minutes here, too. You got any kind of last words or thoughts that you want, to share about yourself or about your goals or, what you're up to? Thank you for coming on by the way, too, bro. Really fun to do one of these, bro.
You feel me? Shit, you know what I'm saying? But shit, I honestly, like, you already asked me how long I've been doing this shit, like, you know what I'm saying? But I just got, like, my project going on, like, Last Kid 3. I'm trying to push myself to drop that shit, you know what I'm saying? So get that shit, please, whenever it comes the fuck out, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, I ain't got shit going on. I don't really want to tell my plans, because every time I tell my motherfucking plans, shit go wrong.
Yeah,
Motherfucking life, but listen to my motherfucking music, please. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you want to find a different vibe, like, you know what I'm saying? KIDD SIKE, you know what I'm saying, everywhere, you know what I'm saying, iTunes, my G, you know what I'm saying, I just try to be on a different wave than anybody and everybody, that's it, really.
Hell yeah, man. Perfect, bro. Well, again, thanks for coming on by, bro. Really appreciate you coming on by, hitting us up. Glad this is your first podcast interview style, bro. Fucking. Hey. Hope you had a good time. We talk about whatever in here, so
God, comic book shit. I like that comic book shit. I gotta get into that shit. I really do be watching that shit on YouTube.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for asking me about that, for real, bro. Because I I don't get a chance to talk about that too much. So,
I don't want to be selfish and it's about me. Sometimes you gotta be about others too. You know what I'm saying? It's like I ask you a question, like, you know what I'm saying, even though you want to ask me something.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Well, thank you anybody who tuned on in. Drop a like, subscribe here. Go follow KIDD SIKE on Instagram, and you got a YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning on in, everybody. We'll catch you next time. Hoorah!
Drink water! No,